Why did I trade at clocks around here and here and around here? Why it was on my radar? Where the hell did I get the idea of shorting Roku? Here. And why did I wait it for FNKO around 1050? Strategy that's working almost every day. So today we're going to talk about strategy that's working almost every day. And sometimes it gives a variety that I need to decide which one is the best. And it's called the second day plus strategy. I used to call it second day, but what I discovered from the DRC daily report card that momentum in a stocks can continue not just the second, third, and it can be on your radar and actually can supply you a beautiful opportunity of trading. So let's dive into strategy. What are the criteria for the second plus day momentum? First, it has to be based on something that happened the day before, some catalyst, earning announcement, something that happened in June. Has to be a momentum come from certain occasion. Now, in that occasion, what's had to be is significant volume. Like you can see, the R volume is supposed to be at least above 3, because that shows that there is a lot of interest in that stock, and definitely it can continue, because this is what happened. Institution, hedge fund, sometimes it take them time to respond. So some of the algo can respond immediately, but sometimes it can be the day or the day after. Another thing, and you can see through a screener that I had, I need to see that the stock previous day has to be finished around the 15% up or down of the candle. I want to see a big, thick candle, and I don't want to see it ending with a doji or something, so you don't know. Basically, I like to see it upper or on the low part of the candle. And another thing, but this is, we're not going to talk about this in this session. When I actually prepare the day after, I'm always looking on the percentage of the institutional / short float. It can lead me to a different A plus strategy that if you go backwards, I can find the link and put it on A plus strategy that I like to do. And it's also based on this second day momentum. This is a simple screener that I use, except I'm writing in an occasion of stock that has something, so it's written, but if there is a lack of this, I have a special screener with stock. I like to see our volume. Here I even put above 2, and I like to see a certain above 1 million volume, and definitely I'm going to do it above stock above 10. So second day, preparing the day after. Check the R volume on the pre. Now, even if nothing appear, still there was significant volume and it's kind of significant stock. I will still prepare. And I will see what's happening in the sector and relevant stock the day before and on the pre, in order to be, you're going to see, the more you get information, the more you prepare, feel comfortable in the trade. Another thing that I'm building, again, if I have a good R volume even on the pre slash if not, I'm still gonna write myself the support resisted levels from the previous slash if I have on the pre-market, because most of the trades, I can say even higher, 19 plus, started with those levels. So getting to know them, now I'm open-minded. Just because it's a gap down, it doesn't mean for me that I'm gonna watch it only on the downside. No way. I'm like an open book. I have the levels, and upon the response from the behavior of the stock as the market open, I will make my decision. Another thing that I prepare for each stock is, and I have all this information, so I have the support and resistance. I also prepare average volume. I have the ATR of the stocks. Why? Because knowledge is power. I know the ATR is like this, but if the volume, our volume is bigger, so it's not really relevant for this. But I need to know, I need to understand how this stock works on a daily regular basis. And the trades, as I was saying, based on my preparation. Sometimes I can jump, really. After 1 minute, it can become a pretty nice scalp, or it's a move-to-move trade. And again, I don't know what's going to happen. I have the level, I have my strategies, I have the way I'm trading. And before we're going to jump into the example, I want to introduce my mentoring program, one-on-one. It's okay to be frustrated, it's okay to take a few minutes to rant, but now what are you going to do to get better? Will you turn that frustration into fuel to do the work? That will make you a better trader. How you answer will be seen in your future P&L, like Bellafiore. If you're interested, just email me and we can talk. So Cox is the first example. So Cox has a huge momentum. And as you can see, the day before, huge volume, and definitely from a gap down, it moved beautifully. So, except, knowing the high level and the low, that's the way I prepare for the trade. So I'm actually writing myself all those key levels. Why? Because you're going to see in another example, I have no assumption that it has to break the high, because sometimes it's going even to the up to the other way. So that's definitely you need a resilient mindset. So that was the high of the day, and as you can see, even from the pre, let's see, put the pre. Just a second. We actually opened around the high. You actually can see a nice, and if we actually can zoom into the, you definitely, let's go backward. Just because we're breaking the high doesn't mean that I'm going to go blindly. Definitely we need a certain formation. And definitely you can see a really nice setup here. Above the high, plus minus, with a good solid stop. That was my trade. And that was my trade here. So we have the first beautiful move. Definitely I took the partial because that was the rhythm of the trade, and then you actually could see a little bit slow down. Definitely you take a partial. You're not going out because again, you never know what's going to happen. Came back again. We actually can see correlation between what happened here and what happened here. At that time, we actually can even zoom in into the 15 beautifully, and definitely you can add much more. And If you believe, and definitely you could see the volume coming, you could even add here. Because every key support or level, you can see what's happened. Consolidation, break, got to this level here, side move. Again, you add more here, you're lowering your stop to this level and beautifully let it grow. Beautiful. Another example is Roku. So Roku, I think I posted a trade. That was a beautiful trade in Roku. This is one of my A+ setups. That was my trade. Beautiful trade. Blah, blah, blah. Again, same idea. Coming back to the day after, know the levels, know everything, and see what happened in this trade. Immediately, let's put the pre-market. We could see the assumption what happened here. We actually consolidate around the high. And what happened in the immediate, and the way I'm trading it, based only on those levels. I don't care that it actually did a beautiful move here. You could see immediately at the open that this is actually, you can put a stop here and just start to build a position here. And you can see beautiful capitulation and see what happened here. Another key, very strong key level here. Definitely boom. And then side move, and then you can actually lower your stop around here, and then we're breaking. But again, we're getting to this key level here, which basically nothing happened. So you can see two examples that it's actually going pretty well. And that's the beautiful of those seconds, because you're familiar with the level, you feel comfortable, and you feel comfortable, you trade it beautifully. And the last example is a trade that I actually posted as my trade of the week, which was ENVX. So ENVX really kept down, huge volume, and that's the place where I got into the trade under the, let's put it on the 2 minutes. Yeah. 1020, really small stop, and under the low of the previous day, that was 10. Oops, I think I was on the wrong day, sorry. Yeah, the levels are so, yeah, something was wrong. So here, let's put it on the 2 minutes. Under 1020, immediately got, because that was the low, and stop was like 10 cents, and 10 was the low of the day. So under 10, I actually add much more. You could see the capitulation, and as the trade starts to fade, boom, out. That was a momentum open trade. After that, you know, change character, whatever, I don't care, because here I was out. Main focus going forward. So we discussed today about second day and more strategy that can be played every day. The key for this is the preparation. The more you get relevant information, the more your trade can be successful. Patience is a key here. Sometimes I can wait to trade that will come to me. Sometimes it's not going to happen. Sometimes it can be after 1 minute, as you saw. The result can be phenomenal, and of course not. But it depends on the catalyst in the stock, and it depends on how you trade. And again, what's nice about this strategy, you prepare, and when you prepare and you have all the information, as much as you can, you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable in your zone, and you feel comfortable, you trade comfortable, and you trade comfortable, less pressure, and you can see create results. Use the system for those situations and follow it. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. You just don't see it gap down up and I'm going to jump. No way. Every level have meaning. You follow it and then you let the trade, let it grow. When you talk, you just repeat what you already know. When you listen, you allow yourself to learn something new. Dalai Lama. So we need every session, and this is our 56, because we need to crush our limited beliefs.